Hi there Libra, welcome back to Wild Lotus Tarot. In this reading here we are going to look at things like your life purpose, your dharma, calling and karmic kind of lessons for you. So what I'm going to do here Libra is I'm going to shuffle this deck until I get called to stop. I will be then finding the Wheel of Fortune within the deck and selecting the cards either side of that. So just a couple more shuffles is what I'm hearing here. Nine of Pentacles wants to be seen. Okay, let's find the big wheel. There it is, right at the end of the deck. So the Wheel of Fortune cards either side. I have the Knight of Swords. I have the Two of Wands, which I have just had for Gemini as well. I have got the Ten of Pentacles. I have got the Seven of Cups here. Okay, interesting. So the first thing I am seeing in these cards here, Libra, is that Ten of Pentacles. So one of your callings and purpose in this life is to build that ultimate sense of security and stability for yourself. I definitely feel that there is a strong call to family, to create a family in whatever way that looks like for you. It could be that, you want to, have children. Maybe you've already got children. Some of you might want to create that kind of generational living kind of situation or scenario. The Ten of Pentacles is a lot about also building enough resources, building enough wealth and finances so you can have this quite idyllic, comfortable life. So of course, we're going to need to do certain things in order to achieve that. And I'm just going back to that Nine of Pentacles that came out in your pre-shuffle. That really is the energy of, almost like somebody who's going out on their own in terms of an entrepreneurial energy, freelance or contract and things like that. Being really self-sufficient financially and working smart rather than hard, because to really create that kind of life that we want, we really need to do things a little bit differently. It's much harder to do that if you're in an employee job where you're only getting paid for the hours that you work. That's what I'm really feeling. The Seven of Cups here is interesting. It's just a reminder in terms of your karmic lessons not to follow too much of the ego desires. Like, it's one thing to want to build wealth and finance, as long as we're doing it for the right reasons, which may be to provide for a beautiful family and build that life, rather than getting caught up in, that keeping up with the Joneses and having all the latest and greatest things is what I'm really sensing here. The Seven of Cups can also be a karmic lesson around, being in the illusion, being in the fantasy. This here will happen if you actually take the inspired action and do what's required. And we really need to be breaking it down and working hard and taking those practical, methodical steps to create that, so that, it actually happens and it doesn't just remain, a dream or, an idea, that kind of thing. Now I've got the Two of Wands here, which is an interesting energy, because this really talks about, really broadening your horizon or extending yourself beyond your comfort zone, or almost beyond your limits. So there's a real energy here of, maybe you're going to need to do, things that you might have felt was a little bit beyond you in order to create the dreams that you truly desired. So the Two of Wands talks about, leaving a sense of home or a comfort zone in order to create that ultimately. So you might be doing a period of time, working or living abroad because you have better opportunities there. That could be something for you. Maybe working over the World Wide Web, over the internet. That can mean that as well, where you can reach a global audience instead. So there could be something like online entrepreneurship that is an option for you. That's what I'm kind of seeing. And I really feel that, another part of this calling and this destiny that I see for you is to one day leave the city or metropolitan environment and live somewhere that is more rural, somewhere that is full of more, you know, open space and nature and that kind of thing. So if we want to make that dream a reality, we need to start taking the practical, methodical steps. So the Knight of Swords here is interesting. It can talk about pacing yourself in your life as well. You know, it's a marathon, not a race. So there could be lessons there around, you know, not sort of running before you can walk, that kind of thing. There could also be life lessons for you in terms of the way you communicate. The Knight of Swords can be, you know, a more harsh or cutting energy. So we just want to make sure that we are delivering our messages with diplomacy and tact as well. But it is a real energy of, you know, once we start taking these steps, that, you know, we can progress quickly towards that best life. It's really about, you know, deciding and getting very clear on those dreams so that then you can put that plan in place and start taking the tangible, inspired actions in order to get them, and also make decisions about what you don't need to take with you on this journey, what might be holding you back from reaching those dreams. Sometimes we need to release what is not in alignment. It might be people, places, you know, a job or something like that, because the more aligned we are in our energy, you know, we can really move forward a lot quicker towards this beautiful vision that you really want to create. Okay, Libra, well, that is what I have for you, and I hope you enjoyed this mini destiny reading. Yeah, it may or may not resonate for you. Sometimes the readings are like that. Obviously, this is a reading for the collective. It has been a pleasure to read your cards, Libra. I will see you back here soon for plenty more readings. Bye for now.